What's going on, everybody? Adam here with eTrailer. Today I'm getting my camper ready for the weekend, but I need a converter to be able to hook up to power here in the back of eTrailer. And what we're going to be taking a look today is the Mighty Cord Dogbone RV power cord adapter. So this is going to give you a 30 amp female end on one end. It's going to have a 90 degree, which is going to be really, really nice. And it's going to convert to just your basic 90 degree 15 amp plug that you find in your garage or something like that. So whether you are plugging it in your garage, at the campsite, or just rigging something up in the parking lot wherever your RV is sitting to get it prepared for the weekend, the converter is going to come in handy. One thing I really like about it too, this is going to make it really easy to pull off and on, so you don't really have to worry about having to wiggle it back and forth. That eventually will break off the prongs, eventually. So let's just try to avoid all that. Super cool little feature, but let's just go ahead and start hooking it up. Pretty much all I need to do is slide out one slide, make sure the lights work, get the refrigerator running and stuff like that, and kind of get everything cooled down. So what I'm using right now is a generator. So I actually have the right hookup on the generator, but today for you guys, we really just want to show you just how this would come in handy. Let's just say, one, the RV park that you're at or your home or whatever it is doesn't have the connection you need, it's not working properly, or maybe someone else is using it. This is just going to help you be very independent, be able to figure it out on your own. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this side here, just plug it in. So this goes to my RV, plug that in like that, push them together, and then I can go ahead and just use this spot here. And I'm going to go ahead and fire up the generator so we can get everything cooking, and we will figure out if she works, and then we'll go ahead and finish setting up our RV. All right, first things first, lights. Let's see if she works. Yep, cool. So we have power. So now I'm going to go ahead, turn those off, and we should have plenty of juice to be able to slide this out so I can get farther back there, and we do. Cool, awesome. So now what I'm going to do is just start up my refrigerator, clean it out a little bit, get everything cooling down, so hopefully by tomorrow it'll be cool enough so I can put a lot of our grub we're going to be eating over the weekend in there, so it's cool and ready to rip. And then I'm going to actually turn on the AC overnight just to kind of cool down the inside so it's a little bit cooler, get all that moisture out of here before we actually take it down on the road. So then when we slide everything out, we're pretty much ready to rip right when we get to the site. So that worked pretty well. There's a lot of different applications that we can use this with, a lot of different scenarios where it's going to come in handy. And this is just one of the many different adapters that we carry here at eTrailer. I highly suggest just going ahead and figuring out every little situation you think you might be in, grab an adapter for it, just because I'd rather just be independent whenever I'm on the road, not have to borrow anything from anybody, and not have to move my camper wherever the hookup is. I want to be self-sufficient and just be able to park it where I want it and have all the converters to be able to get power to my rig. We are going to have about 10 gauge wire on the inside of this. It's going to be great for all your 120 volt applications. I would definitely recommend getting the ones with the easy pull lever. I like that just because I have broken off plenty of little studs on the end of our connections over time, so I just rather just buy something that's just going to prevent anything from happening in the future. All in all, you guys probably know better than I do, whenever you go to these RV parks we've never been to before, whether it's way out there or just something that you've been there for a while and you're pretty familiar with it, sometimes people are just using the hookups that you need, or the one hookup that you're used to using isn't really working properly anymore. That's another reason why I would definitely suggest just getting a bunch of different adapters just so you are ready for anything that the road throws at you. The more adapters that you have is pretty much the more instances where you will be able to get out of a bind whenever we're trying to find power, and that's just going to get you all set up a lot quicker so you can start relaxing quicker too, and that's something I like. So other than that, that's pretty much it for our look at the Mighty Cord Dogbone RV power cord adapter, and I'm Adam with eTrailer.